Hello children. Now today we are with the next part 2, we can say, of chapter 2, Inside the Earth. Some topics are left, and where we were children, we were the rocks are classified in 3 types, that is the igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic. So first we are going to start with the igneous rocks children. Yes, the term igneous is derived from the Latin words. Means igneous words, it's came from the Latin word, that is the ignis. Its meaning is fire. What is the ignis meaning is children? Fire. I think so you all knows that what is fire. These rocks are formed by the cooling of molten magma inside the earth crust or on the earth's surface. Children, already we have discussed the matter which is inside the earth is called the magma, and when that magma it's come through the volcano outside, it's called the lava. So here we are talking about these rocks are formed by the cooling of molten magma. Means igneous rocks. What is igneous rocks? When magma it's come out in the form of lava, when that lava cool down on the surface of the earth, okay, are you getting me? Where lava is, magma is, again understand, the magma is the matter which is inside of the earth. That matter inside the earth, whatever matter is there children, that is called magma. When that magma it's come through the volcano outside, it's come in the form of lava. So when volcano, after coming that lava outside on the surface of the earth, and when it's cooled down, when lava cool down on the surface, the process that takes thousands of the years, when the molten lava comes on the earth's surface and cool down rapidly on the crust. Again I am repeating, this process, the process that takes thousands of years. How many years? Thousands of years. When the molten lava comes on the earth's surface and when it cools down rapidly on the crust in form of extrusive igneous rocks, that is called the extrusive igneous rocks. Such rocks have a very fine grained textures, we can say structure or texture. Yes, when molten magma cool down deep inside the earth, okay, earth crust, the cooling process is slow, and the rocks so formed lava large grains. These are called extrusive igneous rocks. What was the extrusive igneous rocks? On the surface of the earth, when molten magma when it's come in the form of the lava, when it's cooled down, those rocks also take the thousands of the year to form, and that is called the extrusive igneous rock. When the molten magma cool down deep inside the earth, okay, earth crust, and the cooling process is very very slow, that rocks so form the igneous intrusive igneous rock. Understood? So the chief characteristics: igneous rocks are hard and compact. They are impressive rocks and do not contain the remains of animals or plant fossils. They are termed as a primary rocks. Okay, igneous rocks are termed as the primary rocks because other types of rocks are formed from these rocks. Okay, whatever the other types of rocks are there, those are formed from these rocks. Okay, from these rocks as basalt, granite, etc. are some of the example of the igneous rocks. So now we are coming to the sedimentary rocks. Rocks are constantly broken down into smaller fragments and carried away by the wind, water, or ice and deposited either on the seabed or on land. Children, as we are talking about the rocks constantly broke down, means in small pieces it's broken down. Okay, and those small fragment it move out is carried away by wind when strong wind is there, so that carried with that also. With water bodies it carries, ice carried, and it is deposited either on the seabed where it's carried, it is deposited in the seabed or on land. These rocks are generally formed underwater. Generally, children, these sedimentary rocks are formed under the water. The smaller particles are called the sediments. Okay, what is called the sediment? These smaller pieces, the small pieces of the rocks which you are talking about, which carried by wind, water, ice and deposited in seabed or land, but under the water mostly it is formed, and it is called the sediment. These sediments are compressed, hardened and cemented together to form layer of rocks. It is that is called the sedimentary rocks, are stratified rocks. Sandstone and limestone are two important examples of the sedimentary rocks. Children, characteristics of the sedimentary rocks. What are the characteristics? So sedimentary rocks are made up of particles, already we have discussed, of various size. That particles are also various size. When we are talking about the rocks are broken down into small particles, so that can be in any size and deposited in horizontal layers, one over the other, means one over the other. These are softer than igneous rocks, means sedimentary rocks are softer than the igneous rock. These rocks contain fossil of plant, means dead plants, and animals body. Okay, fossil means plants, dead animals body between the layer or sediments. You can say between the layers, or you can say between the sediments. So these sedimentary rocks are softer than the igneous rocks, and these rocks contain the fossil of plants and animals between the layer and or sediments. These rocks constitute 70% of all rocks found on the earth's surface. It is interesting to note, children, that all fossil fuel like coal, petroleum are found trapped in the layer of these rocks. Again, I am repeating, children, it is very interesting to note that all the fossil fuel, means like a petroleum, coal, these all are found trapped in the layer of these rocks. So these rocks are also, sedimentary rocks is very Now, metamorphic rocks. Certain igneous and sedimentary rocks get changed due to the excessive heat and pressure inside the earth, and undergo a complete change in their form and characteristics. Means, children, due to the excessive heat and pressure inside the earth, it is complete change in their form of the igneous and sedimentary rocks, their characteristic. The change may be occur in the color also, texture also, hardness also, and minerals composition also. Again I'm telling, igneous and sedimentary rocks that get changed due to the excessive heat and pressure inside the earth, and that changes, it can be in the form of texture, color, hardness, and mineral composition. Such rocks are called the metamorphic rocks. It means we can say the metamorphic rocks are the changed form of the igneous and sedimentary rocks. Means whatever changes are done in sedimentary and igneous rocks, that changes in the rocks are called the metamorphic rocks. So that we can say that is the change version of the igneous rock and sedimentary rocks, that is called the metamorphic rocks. This process of the metamorphic takes also 100 of the years, and the example of the metamorphic rocks are marble, slate, gneiss are a few example of such rocks. Limestone changes to marble. As we are talking about the limestone is the example of the sedimentary rock. So that is, as we are talking about the because of due to the excessive heat and pressure inside the earth, it is changes. So limestone is the one of the example of the changes. Limestone change to the marble, shale, and shale change to the slate. Limestone change into the marble and shale change into the slate, and granite it is changed into the gneiss. Now, chief characteristics. Metamorphic rocks are hard and take a long time in its formation. Metamorphic rocks are children hard and that is also take the long term. Chief characteristics. Metamorphic rocks are hard and take a long time in its formation. They are harder than the other rocks and have a high specific gravity. Rocks are also undergoes a cycle of transformation. Molten magma, children, again I am telling you, molten magma cools down and solidify to form igneous rocks. Solidify to form igneous rock. These are broken down, transported and deposited to form sedimentary rocks. Both igneous and sedimentary rocks change to metamorphic rocks. Again I am telling you what is the right cycle of that. Both igneous and sedimentary rocks, that is due to the extreme heat, it is changes into the metamorphic rock, and extreme heating will lead to melting of formating new magma, and the molten magma can again cool down and solidify into igneous rock. The entire process is called the rock cycle, as you are watching in this picture, children. See that how it is. The volcanic, if you are watching that see igneous rock, and that from it is again sedimentary rocks, and again from the sedimentary rocks to metamorphic rocks, again to magma, and again to the volcano. Now, usefulness of rocks, children. They are used in the construction of road and buildings. Okay, so rocks are useful in construction of roads and buildings. They are storehouse of fossil fuels like coal and petroleum, as already we have discussed. Chemicals found in certain rocks are materials for making the fertilizer. Rocks type of any area determine the drainage pattern of the area. So this is the full chapter of the inside the earth, children. I have explained from your textbook only, and if any problem is there, any confusion is there, so please let me ask in WhatsApp number, as I always said to you people. But I am finding that there is no doubt, because still yet no phone calls are there for any of the doubt. So if you are studying, that's good. If you are listening the videos, that's good. Again, I'm telling, if any confusion, if any doubt, please let me ask in WhatsApp number. Thank you. Bye bye.